everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to my Facebook page, welcome to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate the fact that you have chosen to spend your time with me. I appreciate that very much, so welcome. So my name is Shakwe Tuya for everybody tuning in for the first time. So today I want to talk about who you should become and what you should do. Of course, I'm not here to tell anybody what they should do and who they should become. But just in case you're asking yourself, who should I become and what should I do? Then this talk is for you. And I'm dedicating this talk to anybody who is a little lost and doesn't know what to do with their lives. This can be frustrating, the grand scheme of things, right? It can be really frustrating. And I'm also dedicating this talk to anyone who doesn't know who they are. It's possible to be in this world and not know who you are based on the things that have happened to you. Maybe someone mistreated you in your childhood, you abused, or people didn't treat you right, or they implanted a wrong identity in you. So this talk is for you. Who should you become? And what should you do? Number one, I want to say that surround yourself with the images of the person that you want to become. You probably have an idea of the life that you admire. So go ahead and surround yourself with the image of that person that you want to become. What do I mean by that? So you read the books of the person that you want to become. You watch TV shows of the person that you want to become. You talk about the person that you want to become. You become friends with people who have traits of the person that you want to become, and then you go places that will help mold you to becoming the person that you want to become. If you want to be like Jesus, for instance, then you read the New Testament, and that is a high calling to be like Jesus. We all should be like Jesus, of course. So if you want to be a practicing Christian, this is what you should do. You read the New Testament and then replicate the works of Jesus. These are some of the things Jesus did. He healed the sick. He accepted people different than him. He fed the hungry. And everywhere Jesus went, he did good. Can you become that person? You don't have to become all things at one time. You can pick one thing at a time as appropriate to the situation. So that's where you should begin, I believe. Have you ever heard the acronym WWJD? What would Jesus do? So everywhere you go, ask yourself, what would Jesus do? And then do what Jesus would do. So if you want to go to business, for instance, and find somebody in business that you admire and do as they do. So you want to model success. And then life will take you towards the direction of your dreams. So for instance, I'll give you examples. I give examples of people that I admire, of course. So I'll give you an example of someone that I admire, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey had a role model in Barbara Walters. So when she started televising, she didn't know how to be Oprah. So what did Oprah do? She acted like she was Barbara Walters. She told of a story of one time when she was reading the news. And she was reading the news just like Barbara Walters would. And then she had to read the word Canada. And she read it like Canada. Because she was trying to be Barbara Walters. And that's the moment she said, I started being myself. So what am I saying here? I say, model your hero until you find yourself. Because if you don't know who you are, then what do? You model the success of your heroes. And then you're going to find yourself. The goal, of course, is not to be somebody else forever. The goal is to find who you are, and you're going to find who you are with time. Number two, let's look at an example in Warren Buffett. So Warren Buffett tells us that by the time he was 12, he had read all investment books in the local library in Omaha. And that is who he is today, an investor, right? By the age of 12, he had read all investment books. And then when he completed his undergraduate degree, he applied to go to Harvard, but he was not accepted. So what did he do? He applied to go to Columbia, and he was accepted. And that's where he met his role model. And over the years, he talks about surrounding himself with people who are smarter than he is. And then he says that I read a lot. So what does he do? He surrounds himself with the image of the person that he wants to become. If you listen to him talk, he's so wise and so smart. Why? Because he surrounds himself with smart people, and he says he reads about 5 to 6 hours a day. That's a lot of reading, right? That's a lot of knowledge. Okay, so what do you do next after doing that? Or how do you do it? Number one, you set your goals. Set yourself some goals. So do something until completion. Create a habit of doing something until you complete it. Mark Twain had this quote. I read a Mark Twain quote that says that eat a live frog every morning and nothing worse will happen the rest of the day. In other words, do the hardest things first. So I don't know what your frog is. Maybe what you wanna be requires for you to go to school. So your frog would be to complete a college degree. I don't know. Maybe your frog would be to shift your mindset. So what do? Do that first. Educate yourself and surround yourself with people who can help you lift your mindset or change your mindset. And then what else do? Plant a seed. What do I mean by this? I mean, find something you can do for everyone you meet. So build a reputation for yourself by being a do-gooder, right? Within time, those good deeds will pay off because you're gonna need people to help you complete who God called you to be. So I hope you can find yourself. I really believe in people finding who they are, and I wanted to dedicate this to anyone who really is out there and doesn't know who they are and wondering, how do I become the person that I want to be, and what should I do? So thank you so much for tuning in today. Until next time, God bless you.